Oh my gosh, I am so sorry I am late. Okay, yes. No, I know. I will try to be on time. I just have so many things I need to do. So yes, I will do my best to be there when I need to. Okay, bye. Guys, let's get going. Hurry up. We're going to be late. Oh, all right, fine. I know. Be on time. Be on time. I guess I'm just going to be that woman who's always late. You know, it doesn't have to be that way. Who said that? I did. Who are you? I'm Laura. And did you realize what an incredibly powerful thing your mind is? So your conscious mind is where all your thinking goes on, and it makes up only 5% of your whole mind. The subconscious part is the emotional part of your mind, and that makes up 95%. When you're young, your mind is wide open, and that's how you learn and you grow. You're learning and taking things in from the people around you and your environment, good and bad. As you get older, your subconscious mind closes and your paradigms are formed, and so that is what makes you do the things that you do, because they're just, the neural pathways are set in your mind. But the good news is you can change those by reforming those neural pathways. You can choose the thoughts that are allowed to get into your subconscious mind. If a negative thought goes through your mind that you don't like, you have the option at that point to just let it pass by, to ignore it. But if you're constantly emotionalizing a negative thought, like, I'm always late. Why am I always late? How come I'm always late? Then that goes into your subconscious mind, and it forms a pathway in your mind that's really hardwired. Like the lady from the opening video, she's formed that neural pathway in her mind that she is just always going to be late no matter what. It might take a little work, but the good news is you can change the thoughts and the neural pathways that are in your subconscious mind. Because our subconscious mind doesn't know what's real and what's imagination. It accepts everything that we give to it. So like our lady from the opening video, always thinking that she's just going to be that woman who is always late, right? And that she's not able to change the person that she is. Can she change it? Yes. Does she have to accept that she's always the woman that's late? No. What if she begins to imagine herself as being the woman who's on time? That might cause her to have different thoughts and make different plans. Maybe she wouldn't be waiting until the last minute to get out the door, or maybe she wouldn't be trying to do 10 things before she has to leave to be somewhere. So imagining herself as an on-time person is going to create a different feeling in her, that one of more of pride, like, hey, I am a woman who is on time. And those feelings are going to create different actions, and over time she is going to become a woman who's on time because she's rewired that thought into her mind. She is no longer the woman who is late. She is now the woman who is always on time. And her thoughts will create different feelings, which will create more positive actions in her life. So for your action step this week, I want you to think about what it is you're telling yourself that's limiting you in some way. Maybe you're thinking to yourself, I am overweight. I'm always going to be overweight. Or I'm such a plain Jane. There's nothing I can do about that. Or maybe you're telling yourself you're just not creative. You're just not that kind of a person. So think about what that is right now and look at how it's negatively impacting you. If your opinion of yourself is that you're overweight and you're never going to change, how is that affecting the decisions you're making? Maybe you don't care because you just feel like, I'm always going to be overweight. How do you show up if you think you're a plain Jane kind of person? Do you show up with confidence? Do you put yourself together so that you feel good about yourself? Or do you just always assume that it doesn't matter because I'm just a plain Jane? How about if you feel like you're not a creative person? Do you ever try to do anything new because you're like, well, I'm not creative? Like, for example, I always told myself, that was one of my limiting beliefs, I'm just not a creative person. But I got into photography and I still didn't think I was a creative person. And finally my husband's like, Laura, you're doing photography. Look at the pictures you're taking. That takes creativity. And I was like, you're kidding me. And so I started to think, maybe I am a creative person. So what is one of the limiting beliefs you have about yourself that you could flip around? That's what you need to do this week. And then you're going to come up with a script that's going to help you rewire your mind. That's the idea. You have to keep telling yourself over and over again, hey, I'm not overweight. I make healthy choices because my body is a temple of the Holy Spirit. Or I am beautiful inside and out. Or I am a woman with a lot of creativity just waiting to show itself off. And the more you say those things to your mind, the more those thoughts are going to change the way you feel about yourself, which is then going to impact the actions that you take. And those actions are going to be more positive. And before you know it, you're going to change the paradigm that's been stuck in your head for far too long. So if this is the kind of thing that you would like to do more work on, but you feel like you need somebody to walk this journey with you, then I would love to be the one to help you. The link to contact me is in the description box below. If you'd like more content and like to follow me on Instagram, the link to that is down in the description box also. But right now, what I'd like you to do is like this video and subscribe to my channel. And then I will see you again next week. God bless.